Donna Thomson began her career as an actor, director, and teacher. But in 1988, when her son Nicholas was born with severe disabilities, Donna embarked on her second career as a disability activist, author, and consultant. Donna has achieved international recognition as a caregiving consultant and advocate, working with TIES Personal Networks, the Plan Institute for Caring Citizenship, and the Advocacy School in Ottawa, Canada, just to name a few. Donna is the author of the book, The Four Walls of My Freedom, which I'm holding here, and blogs regularly at donnathomson.com. So Donna, I am so delighted that you could come join me today.
Thank you.
So the first topic of discussion that I'd like to explore with you is this whole idea of friendship. You know, we often think that someone with a disability, especially particularly a mental disability or someone that can't communicate well, is barred from friendship. And I just wanted to hear your thoughts on that and what you think about friendship with someone who's disabled.
Well, friendship is a subject that really interests me. I think it is profoundly important to not only people's safety and security, because I think we are safe and secure by virtue of our loving relationships in our lives, but I think that being a friend and seeking friendship and seeing how to be a friend of a person who may not think and speak in the same way that we do or most people do. And I include in that my own son, who has severe physical disabilities, so he is non-speaking, and other people that I know who I am friends with who have severe forms of dementia. They are somewhat difficult to communicate with at first, but you find ways eventually of communicating with them in non-traditional ways. So through touch, when my mother-in-law became very diminished by illness and dementia, I was able to communicate with her through massage, through music, through the sound of her vocal expressions that weren't necessarily words, but I would find meaning in those. And we would share the moment of the sunlight coming through the clouds and hitting us both in the face and soothing our faces with the warmth. Those kinds of very basic, fundamentally human shared moments are very, very life-enriching. Right. They've enriched my life, and I am a better listener for my son's inability to speak, and I am much more aware of touch because of the caregiving that I have done for the people I love. And I find that in the paid caregiving that we've had for my mother, who is now 92, and for my son, who is now 25, I look for paid caregivers who have friendship in their hearts.
Okay, so I actually want to ask you a question about that, because I had a great time reading your blogs and looking at the different children that have become friends with your son over the years.
Yes.
And how that's impacted their life, which was just amazing. But I also want to talk about professional caregivers, and can professional caregivers really be friends?
Well, it's an interesting topic, and when I blogged on that subject, it was really controversial because I placed the blog piece on a few LinkedIn groups that are specifically for paid caregivers. Mm-hmm. Some people said, no, never.
Okay.
Paid caregivers should never be friends with their clients. Other places where I placed that blog post, where care receivers were reading it, they said, I would never hire anyone who I couldn't conceive of being friends with. So I don't want someone doing my care, especially my intimate care, if I couldn't imagine myself being friends with them, even when they're new. And so I think we need to think about friendship and paid care as just one sort of tiny version of friendship. Okay. There are so many versions of friendship. I have my work friends, my workout gym friends, my closest lifelong friends. But I think in terms of work friends, a caring relationship of giving and receiving care is a kind of a version of a work friend. You would never be standoffish or unfriendly or exclude the possibility of friendship at your workplace.
Right.
If you were able-bodied.
Right.
So I don't believe you should do that in a caring relationship. I think it's just natural. And the fact that you're giving care to someone and someone is receiving that care, I think friendship is even more important.
Okay. So I think maybe it's the way people define friendship.
Yes, I think so. I think we need to define friendship very broadly in order to allow it in.
Okay.
Because when we exclude friendship from any life activity, particularly an intimate activity, I think it's dehumanizing, and that's wrong. So.
Okay, great. Well, you've given us a lot to think about, and I guess I'll put it out to the audience. Do you think professional caregivers should be friends? And thank you very much for coming in today, and we're going to be hearing more from Donna, so please stay tuned and come back and see us next time.